Welcome.
Hey!
I just scared Rufus James.
Welcome to another edition of Life Hacks.
And today we're going to be talking about when you get snared by comparison.
Oh yeah, that's a tricky one.
It's like the movie Keeping Up with the Joneses, or the whole thing where everybody always talks about, like, how do I keep up with my neighbors and making sure that they got a car, we got to get a car.
Oh,
they
yep.
got a new lawn, we got to get a new lawn. So really about making sure that, or at least how we always say, it's like, are you adhering to the voice of God and what He wants you to do? So how do we make sure that we don't get snared by that comparison? A couple of years ago, actually way back when, I came up with these words. It's, in whose amazing life does your amazing life disappear?
Oh, that's good. You got to think about that one.
Because oftentimes we're looking at everybody else's amazing life and what they have.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden your amazing life begins to disappear.
Yeah, and it reminds me of the story of the prodigal son, only it's the older son. I mean, here he is, let's just face it, doing life on the farm, everything's dandy, till the younger wayward son comes home, a big party
And
gets thrown.
there's a ring and a robe and sandals and a fattened calf, and there's smoke in the air, and what the heck's going on? There's a party for who? For your younger brother. And it's like, dude, I never got one
What?
party. Yeah. And so all of a sudden, in their
Yeah.
our got diminishes.
And all of a sudden he's thinking, my life sucks. It sucks to be me. Well, wait a minute. It was fine minutes ago. What changed? The comparison.
Yeah. You just did a line from Nacho Libre, didn't you?
It
sucks to be me.
Yeah.
So we get caught up in this snare where really God doesn't want us to be. It's the counting other people's blessings and not counting yours.
Oof.
The inventory.
Yeah.
Like a lot of businesses have to go and do an inventory. We need to take inventory of our lives and what the good and the blessings, and that way we're not to cause our lives to be better than other people. It's just take an inventory of your life.
And seeing what's really there, because in 1 Corinthians 10:10, I mean, the Israelites got trapped in this, and we must not embrace their ways by complaining and grumbling. There is the telltale sign. If you are complaining and grumbling, you're probably comparing and going, wow, this is what I don't have. And we lose sight of all the good
that we do have. And what's interesting is that you said comparing and grumbling. Well, it turns us into almost critical monsters, I want to say, and condemning. We condemn our life.
Yes.
We condemn our circumstance, and we jump into almost a pit of self-pity.
Oh, completely. That's
And
a
then
great word.
We end up having our eyes focused on us, and we all know in Hebrews it says that we're to fix our eyes on the author and perfecter of our faith. He's the one that's, I love this verse.
Yes.
In 2 Corinthians, or 1 Corinthians 2:9, it says, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has imagined what God has prepared for those who love Him. And I wrote this on my Instagram. I did a little Instagram story. Let your mind run wild with the good God is preparing for you.
Oh.
Where's your mind running wild with?
It usually runs wildly down the hole. Let's let it run wild to everything that is going good. Everything that is right.
Yeah.
Everything that is fantastic. It's there. We just have lost sight of it.
Yeah. And it's the not just prepared for you, but preparing.
Ooh.
I picture that where if you were to go into a restaurant and kind of take a sneak peek in God's world, to say, and He's got this huge stove top, and He's got all the pots, and He's stirring, and He's turning up, He's turning down, and He's preparing good for you, my friend.
Yes.
In the midst of other people looking like their lives are amazing, don't let your amazing life disappear, friend.
Do not.
And I read this one where it was, coveting and jealousy happens when and comparing when we're counting other people's blessings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and not counting our own.
Yep.
So let's start counting.
Count 'em.
Start counting. Let's let the good in our lives just
Yes.
go way up like confetti. I like, oh yeah.
Let it run wild.
Let it run wild. Yes. We love you guys. Is
So,
that it?
yeah, leave some comments in below what you are grateful for. Let's get that attitude of gratitude back built up.
And that grumbling monster
turn that volume down.
back in its rightful place, and I don't know, in the place where it shouldn't be, and that is in our mind or in our lives. Okay, guys, we're out.
Love you.
Thanks for joining us on our life hack this week. We'll see ya. We love ya.